For the past year, we have been working on a really undercover project. And today we are in York, Pennsylvania at York Wallcoverings, touring the factory and putting our final check on our wallpaper line. It's gonna be so good. Gonna be peel and stick, but we just went through the factory and saw, I mean, the way things have been printed, whether it be block print, hand printed, they do, they have to install 12 different rollers of ink to layer on all the colors of a wallpaper.
Another arts and crafts. This is done very well.
Oh wow. Oh, I love the birds. Yeah, the texture on that is so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the color mixing people.
Yeah.
They're color mixing
By eye.
by eye.
Just
There's no
eyeballing
formula. They're just okay, we need
They have
it
white,
to match
black,
we need it
blue,
to match this
yellow,
green.
red.
And he just mixes it up and like by hand. Puts it in a little dryer.
Yeah.
When they're mixing by eye, they only have these colors right here: the red, the yellow, the blue, the black, and the white. Those are their 4 colors. There's a few called French colors, like a bright lemon yellow over there, orange, but otherwise, that's how they mix all these colors, just with those basically 3 primary colors.
I love it. We need this for our beach house.
That'd be pretty.
Even take what's like a vintage fabric from the 1800s and make it into a wallpaper. It's just also just like the fact that people care so much about home. I'm like, these are my people.
So when I tell you we have, I want a damask, and all these damasks will come up, and they can show those books would be, you can see 1927, 1928. So,
It's 100 years old.
right. So what those are is in manufacturing, after those were approved, that's how they stored all their standards to go back and print. Ward.
Oh my goodness.
So this is what's look at all the
Wow. The colors.
yeah. I might need help, Amanda. You want to, because this is very, very fragile. That's why it's in the tube.
Yeah.
So we'll open up just part of it. So this is a French panel.
Oh,
That's good.
So that would have been gold leaf.
1834.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So you
Was
can
it
see-
during, I think it's the Civil War, when they were desperate need of paper.
Paper, right?
So they would print on the back of wallpaper.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
Because they didn't have any
have
paper.
any.
It was a shortage of paper.
July 2nd, 1863.
Right. So
General
that's-
Robert E. Lee again.
So you can see here's the wallpaper print.
Oh my god.
So then it was sold,
and so
so
you-
they could print
News.
the news on it because that's the back of the wallpaper.
I think it's so heartwarming that in the 1800s, people cared about their homes so much
Yes.
that they were hand blocking wallpaper to hang in their spaces.
100%.
Like,
Yep.
that's heartwarming.
Yes.
There's like a certain amount of like, it doesn't matter. It's just home decor, and it's like,
I know.
but it's like it does matter. And
It does.
Like even in the 1800s, it mattered.
It
to-
definitely did.
Yeah.
That's where you're spending your time.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what,
When you're
It's
surrounded
your
by
nest.
it.
That's
Yeah,
where you feel
that's-
comfortable,
exactly.
hopefully, and safe.
it feels so nice that people want to put what we create in their
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
in their space, where
Yeah.
their families are, and where their kids grow up.
Yeah, I mean, to some people it might not matter, but every single person in this building, it matters a great
Yes.
deal.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's working so hard to make all of
This is wood, so then they would trace the pattern.
Oh.
But then what this is this is brass that's hammered in, and then it's filled in with felt.
Oh my goodness.
And that's how, in surface print, they used to have them.
to hammer brass
Here you can see.
into it in this very specific place.
So here, this you can see you can see the design, but just this part of the design, and in this case it's fine line, so it's just pure brass that's going to print.
And they have, those are all going to be separate little brass
Yes.
pieces that for
On
each
another
roller.
cylinder.
Yeah.
They take a design and go through so many steps to make it printable in a large format. You can't just print everything. It's not like your printer at home. So just to see the process that they go through to make sure that they get all of the colors right, that they have the textures, the patterns,
And-
everything matched up.
I mean, this one in particular, we went through many rounds of revisions on just this color. And we would say, oh, the back needs to be darker, or can we get these reds to pop more? And within a couple days, they would have a new sample sent to Raleigh. And so it's just been, they are so passionate about what they do, and we're so passionate about this collection, and it's just been such a match made in heaven. Also, side note, I studied art in college, and it was like printmaking classes and graphic design and all of that stuff, and I have seen everything that I've studied
Being used.
being
up there.
used in
Yeah.
this factory, and I'm like, no one really told me the application of it, And a lot of times people will be like, if you weren't doing what you are doing, what would you be doing? And I feel like I would love to do something like this.
Every time I come through a factory like this and just see everybody working and actually creating something, I'm like, I could do this.
This is
This
so
seems so fun to
fun.
be a
It's
part
so
of.
creative.
So if you were kind of talking about percentages of colors. So if you have a color that you're going to do at 100% and at 20%, is that the same roller?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yes.
And you can just program it to go a little lighter. for
Yes.
those other areas.
Yes. And also, because our colors are transparent, when we overlay colors,
You
for
get-
example,
you
if you
mix.
put a blue on top of a yellow, there we
Yeah.
have the green.
Green.
And
It's so artsy. I love it.
yes.
It is quite
Art
fun.
and science for sure.
Art is everywhere. And for the first time, I'm so glad that I studied art and not interior design, because I have such an appreciation for this whole process. People would think this would be the easier, cheap, like more economical way, but it's really not. Even these, when we saw them upstairs, they looked, I mean, even better on the.
Yes, they did. They did it.
This is like so
Feel,
rich.
the look, yeah.
So excited where we landed on everything. It feels so Christmas Juliet.
It sure is.
It does. This is one of my favorites of the whole collection. I just think
Yes.
it's
Pretty.
there's
The balance of that's really
yeah,
nice.
and it's so versatile, and it feels like there's just so much to it. That was so awesome.
Great visit.
Love York, love WallPops. It was also kind of fun that while we were there, we were able to talk about like so many future things that are coming and make more plans.
Yeah.
The
Big
future
stuff.
the future is wallpapered.
It's looking fun.